We don't do it.
Hey, good morning, everyone. This is the Vermont House Committee on Commerce and Economic Development. It is Friday, May 9th, 2025 at 9:01 in the morning. So generally, on Fridays, we have a meeting and chat with our UVM intern, but Ellen the last day was last Friday, so generally also chat about what's going on in other committees, but before we get there, committee was able to see the amendment to the Senate proposal of amendment to H 398 and had Cameron Wood from the Legislative Council go over it with you all. Are there any questions about what it does or any other pieces, or everybody kind of square on what that is?
I think there was like one question on whether there would be any kind of holdup in getting those funds out. If it, I mean, I know obviously, VITA has discretion in the department, but if they have to kind of slow down the process and like do some checks, is that gonna hold up getting the funds out timely, or is it adding to their administrative burden?
I don't believe it will. I haven't talked to Cassie about it, but I think the way that they would approach it is that it would be a box that would be on the loan application
Mhm.
that would ask them, and it'd probably be a self-attestation.
Okay,
So that, if it was found out later, then there could be ramifications of it, but I don't think it'll be any different than they would have to do the same thing the way we wrote it as well, right? So they'd have to ask if you received any grant money. All this does is give them the ability to, and the way I think they'll look at it is that if they get these grant applications where the box is checked and said, yes, we've gotten a grant from, say, whatever it is, in essence, 60, then they might put that down and look at the rest of them. And all the ones that haven't received any help yet would go to the head of the line, and they may go to the back of the line. I'm assuming, but is everybody comfortable? We just take a straw vote on that. Bert, do you have a?
No, I was just gonna say I'm fine with
Okay, so all in favor of concurring with the Senate's proposal of amendment on H 398, raise your hand. Okay, so it's 10-01. Emily, you can report that this morning. It'll be on the floor. Has anyone seen anything going on in any other committees that we should be concerned about?
not concerned that healthcare is getting into the real meat of, how far are they gonna be able to go in terms of some changes and things. But it doesn't
Yeah.
directly relate us.
I'm not sure if you remember, we had some discussion on Maple Mountain.
Yeah,
and
what
trying
is
to
that?
get that into the budget,
Yeah.
so we learned last night that the federal dollars may not be there. So I think they're putting language in that tells AHS to monitor it, come back to joint fiscal. Is it joint fiscal or the E-board? It's one or the other. I think it's joint fiscal. In September to give them an update of what's going on, and they may be able to fund it at that point, depending on what the Fed does. So,
But it's not funded right now. It won't be funded.
well, they don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But is the language gonna be in the budget to do that or contingent or?
That I don't know. I just know that they're not going to appropriate the money at this point. I don't know if they're gonna reserve it.
Yeah, there we go.
I haven't had those conversations with them yet, but which is, it's too bad.
Yeah,
I think that would really help our rural hospitals and being able to get some.
I could see some other ways of doing
primary
it.
dogs.
I could see some other ways of doing that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's related.
Absolutely.
H 34 should be coming back to us from the Senate late next week for early.
I don't know what. Anything else? Okay, so we're on the floor at 9:30. We have H 398. Back in here after the floor, we have Kate Gluckman from Circular and Earn is going to come in and just give us an update of what's going on because of the AmeriCorps dollar loss. And I think VYCC is the one that's being hit the hardest on that. So we'll learn more about that as well.
We also have S-117 on the floor
Oh, that's right.
today
That's
too,
right.
so
You get
don't
the-
throw
that's
anything
right.
breakable or pointed.
Dave, that's right. Dave has 117 he's reporting on.
I'll make sure to rise up and debate you.
Thank you, committee, bro.
Yes.
Any budget updates from 122?
Not yet. I think until they sign it, we're not quite sure what's in and what's out. And I don't know how they want to approach it. We'll have to take it and sit down with Robin and look at the pieces that even are funded. Do they have the language already in the budget so that we drop it, we can take it out? So obviously, that everything is up in the air on that right now.
For the SBTAE is unfunded. I think that technical assistance exchange, the small business technical assistance.
The 788 that was in there.
And they had, and yeah, so it
I heard
said,
there was gonna be like
then down to
taking a pretty
250
good
and then,
haircut.
yeah, now it's
Now it's,
out.
oh, really?
Yeah, it's personally could made that clear.
I hadn't heard that today. Late yesterday, I heard it was still in, so.
That's it.
I think they found some money for SBDC, but not the full 300. They found 150. That still could be up in the air as well, so. Okay, so that's where we are. Emily and Dave are on the floor. Another two bills again, and so we'll be out there to back here right after, remember, at 1 o'clock. We're going to the state archives in Middlesex at noon. If you want to drive over to the Red Hen and grab lunch before we go, more than welcome to that as well. And then once we go through the archives, we're free to go. Next week, we're working on the agenda right now. 160, 161, the right to repair, we'll take a look at those. Maybe just teeing things up for next year. Get a better understanding of that. S69, we're still working on. There's been some advocates for different pieces in it that are looking for some changes. We're working on that. We'll have them come in and discuss those changes. We'll have them ready to go if the committee is okay with them, and if not, then we'll just move forward with it.
So they can be more restrictive or less restrictive.
Well, of course, they want exclusions, right? So
Okay. So,
we'll see what they are, and I think a couple of them are the satellite provider, TV providers. They feel that they're caught up in it somehow, so we'll get it figured out, and then we'll bring it to the committee, and committee will decide which way to go.